I have some gray hair, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wash that gray right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that gray right out of my hair. For those of you guys that remember that old commercial, I'm gonna be using Clairol hair color today. And I have it processing now. So stay tuned so you can see the start of the video and then the entire process of me doing it and the fabulous final result. Alright everyone, I am back and it is officially that time to color my hair. And as you can see, I waited well over a month actually. God knows how many washes, probably like, I guess 15-ish washes. And I used a previous color and I actually like the way it faded out. It faded out gently. It didn't look like extremely orange or extremely gross, but it just needs some refreshing. So I'm using a demi. I have a few grays too at the root, roughly about a little over ½ inch of regrowth. So this is just my hair before, so you can see. And I'll be back in the other room with the color I'm using. All right, everyone, I am back, and the color I'm gonna be using today is gonna be Clairol Natural Instincts 6.5R, which is light auburn. And they include a tab, so I guess if you use this product before or have an old box of it, it would be the former number 16, also called Spiced Tea Light Auburn. And this is their quick 10-minute no ammonia hair color. Basically in the instructions, if you have resistant or coarse gray, you could leave it on for an additional 5 minutes, but no more than 20 minutes. And I have used this before and I have reviewed it, and I would suggest not going over 20 minutes because it will end up too dark and too drab. But I did look online because I did use their 6R, and online you can select on their website different color families. And I said, all right, I'll do the red shades. What do they have? They had a 4 and that was way too dark, and they had 6.5R, which is apparently a true red. Even though it doesn't look like it on the box, it looks kind of gingery, which I'm not really too concerned about because I can always just use a color remover if I don't like it. But I figured because, you know, after I use a permanent hair color, I like to use a demi color every month or so it's not as damaging, and just to let my regrowth come in gently instead of hitting it every 4 weeks with a permanent. So I thought I'll just try this because I've used the Clairol 6R before. I like the 6R, but it comes out deeper than you expect. So that's one thing with Clairol, is that their shades are never pretty accurate, and the one thing that really annoys me off the bat with Clairol is that there still are old boxes on the shelves that have the numbers, which drive me crazy because I go by the number systems like 6.5R or 6R. I don't go by numbers like 16, 32, so on and so forth. So I looked at the shade. It looks kind of drab in the back, so I hope it's not that deep. But I looked at the reviews of what the color looks like, and it is a nice red. And it's perfect because it's March and it's going to be St. Patrick's Day, so what better color to choose than kind of like a warmer red. And the 0.5 I think is interesting because level 6 hair color is a transitionary shade, so this is like our tube of color, meaning the dye load is going to be probably about this much, a little bit, it's going to be less than half, slightly less than half. Just looking at the dye load, this one looks kind of green. It's hard to see, but I hope it's not that color. And by the way, guys, I'm going to only do 10 minutes on my own hair because last time I did the 6R, I think it was slightly under 10 minutes. So I just kind of check it, or I watch. If I see it going too dark, I'm like, I'm taking it off now. So I'm going to prep the first bottle. And this oxidizes quickly. Scent-wise, it smells kind of like mulchy, but it doesn't smell bad. Pop the cap back on. I like the Natural Instincts. They're the cream red. That one comes out nice. Give it a shake for about 10 seconds. Okay, this one looks kind of green. Let's hope it's not that dark. Let me prep the other one. And do a skin allergy test as usual with any hair color product. Pro tip there. It smells like crayons. It's funny because some of the developers smell differently. And even though Clairol is technically professional, I'll be honest, like you rarely ever see it now in the professional field. This one looks nicer. I'm just gonna get applying, so I'm gonna apply it at the root first and then just quickly squirt it through everything else. 10 minutes, quickly on and off. Nothing fancy or special with this color, only because it works pretty quickly. But the good news is that as quickly as it turns dark, it washes out even quicker. And I do give this a wash because your hair will smell funky, but it won't damage it, and that's what I like about it. I'm gonna apply it like so. And if you have gray hair, just apply this where you have the most gray. And by the way, guys, like I said before in the earlier part of this video, Clairol used to be Loving Care, and I think this was like the original Auburn one, or a very similar shade, because I read a post on that. So I'm gonna finish applying this and I'll be right back after I washed it all out. Alright everyone, and this is just a rough blow dry, and I must say that I am pretty impressed from a box of Clairol, being that Clairol is kind of like an brand, and I was always thinking that you could never get vibrant shades, especially vibrant red shades from Clairol. I was wrong. I actually am pretty impressed. It actually looks like I just recolored my hair with the previous mixture that I used in my video. So it actually is really good across brands. You can get similar results. It's a nice red. It's a little bit warmer than before, but I like it. It shows up more where I highlighted it around that area. The end's a little deeper, but that's fine. It'll wash out quickly. It says it lasts 28 washes. My honest experience, more like 10, especially if you're blow drying and straightening it. The 28 washes is if you're using a color safe shampoo and if you're not heat styling. So it really did a good job too of blending the regrowth to my previously colored hair, and it covered the grays, and it literally washed the grays right out of my hair. So this is actually, I would say, extremely similar, if not near identical, to the previous brand, which was Clairol Loving Care. I remember that as a kid and seeing the commercials in the 90s. Comment down below if you guys remember that slogan, I'm gonna wash the gray right out of my hair. I think it was in the 80s, but they had it in the 90s too, and they had other commercials with it. So this is a better version. So if you used to use Clairol Loving Care, you can get similar results from using their Natural Instincts, and it won't damage your hair. It's very gentle, did not tingle, did not itch, didn't sting, and the odor was very minimal. It's only if you smell it close up that it smells pretty funky. It covers the sides really well, and it shows great in different lightings. So this is definitely a true red shade. They have a 6R. The 6R is a little bit deeper, more burgundy, but this is definitely a nice shade of red. So I do think that Clairol Natural Instincts should come out with more red shades in liquid form, maybe more of a vibrant one. They have a cream form that's a 10-minute color, and they have a cream that's for dark hair, and I've reviewed both of those and I love them both. And this is just another shade that I like. Definitely more of like an Irish red. I'd say it's perfect for St. Patrick's Day. So I'm gonna get 2 more shots out in the light, and I'm gonna get 1 shot inside to see when it's straightened and smoothed out. So I will be on for that, so I'll see you guys soon. All right, everyone, this is my hair in bright light. I'm gonna try to get a better shot because it is a little cloudy, but as you can see, it's pretty vibrant, pretty nice, pretty red. I like it a lot. As with most demi colors, it does look a little bit deeper, but I'm not too concerned about that. I actually like the color. Plus, especially with red, it's better to have a lot of pigment at once. That way, as it fades out, you get a nicer color in like 2 to 4 washes versus having it all wash out after 5 washes and then your hair looks awful. But I can just tell so far it looks great around the hairline. Up top where I have the grays, they stained nicely. So if you do have a little bit of gray like me, it'll cover it, it'll stain it. Literally wash the gray right out of your hair, like the old Clairol commercial used to say. The only time it might be bad is if you have more than like 50% gray. If you have 100% gray and you use this product, you might get orange. So always contact the manufacturer. You might have to mix it with like a neutral or something. But this is my hair so far. I'm gonna see if I can get better lighting. I'm gonna get a shot indoors and then that will be that. So far I'm impressed outside. All right, and this is my hair in better, brighter lighting, and it actually looks nicer and redder. It looks like it's more on the warmer tone, which I actually kind of like. Normally I don't do warm reds, I do cool toned, but where I've highlighted and balayaged, it showed really copper and really light. It's definitely a really nice red for March and St. Patrick's Day. Perfect for spring. And I like it. Looks shiny up here, it looks glossy, it's healthy, and you can run your fingers through it. Does not even feel like my hair has been colored at all. In fact, it feels like it's been conditioned and color has been put back into it. So this is definitely the damage-free way to color your hair from a box if you cannot afford the money to go to a salon or whatnot. And it was only, look at the price, it was really cheap too. They come in other shades and you can intermix them. So I like that so far. Looks nice. And I'll see you guys inside. All right, everyone, so as you can see in brighter lighting indoors after my hair is fully smoothed, the red definitely shows more. I like the effect of how I highlighted it. So if you do have highlighted hair, A, this color is gonna stain it, and then B, if you do want it to show better, highlight your hair or do a balayage so you'll get different tones in different areas where it's lighter. Like right over here where there's a light piece, it comes out a nice cherry warm red. In some areas it's cooler. Other areas like here it's a little bit more warmer. It's kind of like a slight copper to it. I call it an Irish red. I like it a lot. It doesn't look too extreme where it's like, oh, that's not natural. It kind of looks like a natural red, but it pushes the envelope a little bit. So that's what I like about this color so far. What I really like about the color is that it is very glossy. It is very shiny. It's not too harsh. It's actually really even from root to tip with taking into account the highlights. It didn't over absorb. It only took 10 minutes, just slap it right on there. 10 minutes, read a book, watch, I don't know, a part of a TV show or something, and you're all done. All you gotta do is rinse, condition. I shampoo my hair only because the smell lingers, and the smell isn't too bad. I used this product before and the smell was a little bit more intense. It's kind of like an earthy smell. I had a friend say that it smelled like nail polish remover. I didn't think it smelled that strong or that chemical. It wasn't bad. Another important thing is that when this color was oxidizing, it's hard to tell because it looked black, but when I took a tissue and I wiped it, it was purple. So when I mixed it, it turned super dark. It almost looked brown, and I was like, oh my God, is this the right kind of dye? And then it turned really, really purple, suggesting that this color is a purple-based red or a cool tone red. So just know that if it turns purple or turns really dark, you do have the right shade. It just ends up really, really dark when you put it on, but when you rinse it off, it comes out a lot lighter. It does not lift hair, but it definitely blended the grays perfectly, blended them away really well. In a sense too, that was kind of like Clairol's old slogan back in the day, like washing the gray away, because you can put this color on when you're in the shower. And in the directions there is a tip saying that you can apply this product to wet or damp hair. I personally don't prefer to do that because I found that when you do that, the color ends up being not as intense. So I guess if you wanted more of a natural red shade instead of this, you would apply it when it was wet and that would kind of dilute it a little bit. But if you want a shade like mine, apply it when your hair is dry. The shade back here is not accurate at all, really. Neither is this one up here. I find that mine's much more redder than that one. So the color too, spiced tea, I thought it was gonna be warmer. I was expecting a truly warm result, and it ended up being a little bit more cool tone, but I'm fine with that. It really depends on the lighting, and that's what I like about this. So it'll fade slowly. Other than that, it is a great product. If I had to give it an overall rating so far, as of now, because I have used this product, I know how it fades out. I like that when it fades out, you have your natural root back to square one. It did stain my grays a lot, so that didn't wash out, which I was happy. So I would probably rate this product on how it came out. I would say probably a 5 out of 5, honestly. The price of this, I don't know how much it was off the top of my head. I think it was, I'm gonna look it up. I think it was like $8.99. Don't quote me on that because I think I got it on sale. But it's cheap. It's if you go in the store, because there's not many over-the-counter demi-colors or liquid demi-colors, it's really, really cheap, not too expensive. You can get it from the website. You can get it at Walmart, or really any store that sells it. So let me see one website what it says. And Amazon, if you really want to get a good deal, get it on Amazon because you can get, oh, here it is. It's $6.98 online. I probably paid around that. I don't remember because I got this about a year ago. I just didn't get a chance to use it. So it's around $6 something to about $8, depends on where you buy it and where you live. So it is really affordable, really cheap. And even for something that cheap, getting results this good, I'm pretty impressed. So tell me what you guys think. Do you guys like this color? I like it a lot. I like how it's pretty vibrant, especially from Clairol, which is known for doing mostly natural and not as extreme colors. So here's just a quick look in brighter light what it looks like. Pretty glossy, shiny, vibrant red. So I washed that gray right out of my hair with Clairol. Try this, guys. Let me know what you think. And I want to know from you guys, have you guys used Clairol 6.5R or what was called their Spice Tea? If so, pop a comment down below and let me know what you guys think if you've tried it. So I'm going to do a review on this of, I'm going to do like a does this color last video. I'm going to do 5 washes, maybe more, on how well this color holds up because it's going to fade gradually with each wash. So I'm going to see how long it lasts for. So Clairol Natural Instincts 6.5R, great color. If you want a low maintenance, fun, vibrant red, I highly recommend trying it. So I will see you guys soon and have a lovely St. Patrick's Day. My gray hair and my faded hair color make me upset. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wash that gray right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that gray right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that gray right out of my hair with Clairol Natural Instincts 6.5R. Continue watching to see the final review on this product.